Today's video is about Alpinestars gloves. As you can see, I've got a couple that I own here. I love the Alpinestars range, no matter if it's gloves, jackets or boots. But today's review is not really about these two products. It's really about the fake ones which you can actually get online. There is a video from Bike Bandit, and I've done a video around the breakdown of a fake versus the real Alpinestars GP Pro gloves. What I'm going to do is actually something different. This is all about using those fake gloves after a long time period, and just to show you what's happened to me when I've used those fake gloves. So let's remove these two sets aside and bring in the fake ones. Here we have my fake GP Pro gloves from China, and I bought these off AliExpress just to give you an idea of what's happened to them now. So I just spin these around. As you can see, it's had about two and a half years of use. And the stitching's actually held up quite well, which was actually very surprising. But if you have a look at this left glove, which I'll remove the right one, you can see that there's a lot of fraying around the cuff area of the actual glove over use. Now, this would never happen on a genuine pair of Alpinestars GP Pro gloves, but as you can see, it's actually all frayed away. Also, what you've noticed is the actual white that was actually on the actual TPU cuff is actually gone yellow, so this is discolored over time as well, which I know would never happen on a pair of genuine GP Pros themselves. Also, what I found was the actual Velcro labeling here has actually come off over time, so there was a weak amount of glue on here. And also you notice there is no signage or labeling inside the actual cuff, which is actually on the genuine pair as well. So that's another way of actually telling that this is a fake pair as well. Going towards the actual palm of the actual glove, as you can see, it's done. There's a lot of wear on these gloves, especially between the thumb and the palm area near the fingers. As you can see, the material that they've used is quite inferior. It's all sort of ripped away after years of changing gears and grip on the actual handlebar as well. So not a good look for the actual fake version of these gloves. One thing I can say is that the actual stitching behind this has actually held up quite well. None of the stitching has actually come away at all, and it's very, very similar to the genuine article, but none of the stitching is actually broken away. You can see here. I'll bring in the right glove just to give you an idea of what's happened with the right glove. So everything's been maintained with this fake version. As you can see again, the fraying away of the cuff area here, and the color discoloration, of the Alpinestars logo, which should be white, not this creamy color due to use. And again, in the thumb and palm, sort of near the fingers, the material is all frayed away due to actually use as well. But again, as I say, this particular glove here, none of the stitching here has actually broken away from the actual glove itself. I don't use these anymore because they are so hacked up, so it's not worth using it. So my advice would be to actually buy the genuine Alpinestars products, because they will last a lot longer and they won't have the sort of wear and tear as you'd expect from an inferior product. I hope this has actually helped out quite a bit when you buy, or if you ever decide to buy a pair of fake Alpinestars gloves from AliExpress. But I have also included a link to the Bike Bandit's fake versus real Alpinestars GP Pro gloves, where they actually rip apart a pair of genuine GP Pro gloves versus a real pair of GP Pro gloves. If you have any comments, please leave it in the comment field, and thank you for listening.